Hey guys, Neil with Aviator Q. Welcome back to another episode. For today's video, we're going to do kind of a short video, not really necessarily cooking. We're going to kind of be walking you through the process of buying a half cow. Here ourselves, we just took delivery of a half cow today that we purchased 2.5 weeks ago was the processing date, and then it was butchered and we took delivery today. So I'll kind of show you what it kind of looks like, how it comes, kind of the ins and outs of it. A little pricey on the front end, but it'll save you a lot of money in the long run. Sit back, relax, and welcome aboard. So buying a half cow is kind of a scary process when you don't really know what you're talking about or what you're thinking, but a lot of butchers out there kind of have some packages that you can kind of work through that might help explain some stuff. With me, I actually cut beef. When I was in college, I worked at the grocery store that had a meat case and all that stuff, and we'd get big primals in. So I learned to cut beef back in college. So I've always kind of had an interest in kind of a little bit, not necessarily like butcher's knowledge, but an interest in some knowledge of the different parts of the cow. So for me, it was kind of fun because I had them process it up kind of for this video. So instead of like what they would normally do for somebody's dinner table, I had them leave some muscles kind of bigger and larger that we'll use in smoking videos and whatnot. Generally speaking, the price that you're going to pay, some people do it on the hoof, some people do it hanging weight. I think I paid about $4 a pound hanging weight, and that's after basically it's been processed and the usable parts that weight plus processing fee. It came out to about a little over $1,000. But when you divide that by, how much meat I think my half a cow was like 507 pounds on the hanging weight. So, when you do the math, I'm only paying like $3 per pound for all the meats I got, which is it's upfront pricing, but in the long run, you'll save so much more money if you have the space and the ability to do so. So, kind of with that being said, kind of show you what it looks like, how it's packaged, and then kind of what it ultimately looks like in the freezer. If any guys local following the channel, I went with John Brewer with TitanCattle. Loved the experience. John was super helpful. Really highly recommend it. I'll add all his contact information in the description below and at the end of this video. If you guys are interested or have any questions, just drop me a line. So depending on your butcher, some of them can do it different ways. The way TitanCattle does it, it's in a cryovac sealed bag. It's nice and thick plastic, so you can freeze it just how it is. I've seen other butchers do it where they kind of wrap them in like white butcher paper, but it's easy to read, easily to label. You can see this is a beef sirloin tip roast. Here's grind. I had them do it in an 80-20 mixture for me. And then you can have them seal it in any size packet. I had them do 1.5 pounds for that. But that's kind of what it looks like. I'll take you out to we've got grind out in the outside freezer, and I got all the other stuff in my indoor freezer. So I'll show you that here in a minute. All right, guys. So a little low light here, but what I've got roughly is about a 5-quart freezer, and inside of it is pretty much hamburger and vegetables from the garden. We got about 27 pounds of hamburger in here, and the rest of it is just vegetables that we kind of froze from the garden. All the other good stuff's in the other freezer. Alright, so there's what we got. That's most of the flank and steaks and brisket in there. Going up a little farther, that's more of the steaks. And then the hamburgers. I'll give you a complete total of what we got at the end. Alright, so I'm super excited about all this meat in the freezer. I can't wait to get out there and do some grilling and smoking videos for you. Kind of been slow with the cooking videos here as of late. Honestly, the grocery stores just had a terrible selection, or either that or the prices was so high that I was like, I refuse to pay that much. But hopefully we're going to get some good cooking videos out for you now. I want to read you off a list of everything that I got, just in case you guys are wanting kind of the yields that you get. Do apologize if I look down and read, but we think we got about 87 pounds of hamburger, and that was mixed 80-20. We got a full brisket, flank steak. There was a little bit of a mix-up with the processing. I was supposed to get skirt steak and flank, or flat iron steak, excuse me. That ended up going to grind, we think. We're supposed to get a half a rib loin that we're going to do like a rib roast, and then the rest was cut into like 4 little over an inch ribeyes. 5 New York strip came out of it. We got 2 racks of ribs, some short wrap, the short spare ribs, 4 tip roast, 3 London broils, I have round roast, 4 chuck roast, a pot roast, tri-tip. If you guys haven't seen tri-tip, oh my gosh, I'm so looking forward to cooking this for you. Tri-tip is one of those hidden jewels. It's a super tender. You don't really see them in grocery stores much around here and around North Carolina. Maybe otherwise, but it's going to be a real treat when I get that video for you. And then we got 5 packs, basically 20 cube steaks cut. So that's kind of what we got with the yield. Oh, got the tenderloin coming too. There was a little bit of mix up with the process, and that got left behind too. But we're going to do like a whole, instead of cutting the beef tenderloin up into steaks, we're going to kind of smoke like the center cut section of it. That should be nice for you. But that's kind of the yield of what you get when you do the half cow, in case anybody was wondering. Like I said, if you're around this area, we went with TitanCattle. John Brewer was the owner. Super highly recommend the process. He's made it super easy for me, and been kind of enjoyable. But if you guys have any questions, I'll put his information on the end of the video and in the description below. And we'll see you next time here at Aviator Q. Bye.